Who's the one that is doing something? I mean, you have a body, you talk, you listen, you taste, you smell, you see. Who's the one who's doing all that? Hey guys, I got the inspiration to start a series where I talk about how I am living as awareness, to really see what this means for my everyday life, what I'm doing. Nothing. Awareness is stillness. It's just observing. It's the screen where everything plays out. So, who's the one that is doing something? I mean, you have a body, you talk, you listen, you taste, you smell, you see. Who's the one who's doing all that? It's the dreamer in the dream, which is dreamt by awareness. Life is dreaming itself in limitless ways, constantly. This one moment that will ever be eternal. So nothing has changed since creation was finished. It's still, there are no 2000 years ago or 10,000 years in the future. It's just this one moment where everything already is. The big isness, getting to know itself through different points of view, unfolds through every one of you and is expanding, not evolving, not growing, not healing. It is already. But because it already is, in a big blueprint, so to say, I guess there's this big urge to get to know how it feels, how it smells, how it sees, and so on. That's why all these different viewpoints emerge. And yeah, we are like mirrors for each other and also for the big isness, the big consciousness, big awareness, to see what it is, who it is. It's like if you want to know how you look like, you look into the mirror, right? Or you ask someone and then you get the reflection. And that's what's going on here. Everything you see or experience is just a mirror of your current viewpoint, how you see yourself at the moment. So what I started to realize more and more, that I'm representing, so to say, a certain point of view from this whole isness through my experiencing, through what I'm aware of. And I'm also aware of that I am never separated from this big isness because I am this big isness. I am life. It's funny because my name is Eva, and the Hebraic translation is life. I never liked my name, but now anyway, I think it fits very well. Yeah, so, when you have... Let me take this blanket for an example. I have also a reel on Insta, an analogy. This blanket represents the big consciousness, isness, and everything you experience, you and all the things you see, all the other ones. We are all made of the same consciousness, which is this blanket here now. So I am this point of view, and this point is you, and this one is my neighbor's cat, and this one is my bicycle, and this one is a heartbreak, and this one is a big bunch of money, and so on and so on. So you see, nothing is outside of that blanket, and nothing is made of something different. Everything is made of the same consciousness, and everything is not only connected, everything is the same, everything is one. So when I'm experiencing this big isness, I'm also this whole blanket, this whole consciousness. I have access, and I am the complete isness, because nothing is separated. So nothing is outside of my awareness. And when I am experiencing life, then everything what appears, everything what there is, because I am everything, I am the whole blanket, is related to my being, how I see myself in that one moment, and everything appears in my awareness exactly fitting to how I see myself in that one moment. Every possibility, every viewpoint is included in this one big consciousness blanket. So everything can appear in your awareness. Everything belongs to your awareness, belongs to you as awareness. And the moment you see something different, you want to experience something different. And when I say you or me, I don't mean the character, the dreamer in the dream. I mean the big isness itself, awareness itself. It means it wants to get to know itself from another viewpoint. It wants to get to know another part of itself through your vessel, through the vessel of the character of the dreamer. And then you have to see something different with the eyes of the dreamer. Awareness is showing itself, oneself from another viewpoint. Even the thought that we choose what we experience is actually not completely true, because when we get the urge of a desire, then it's more a notification. It's not that it was coming out of the body or out of the dreamer. It's coming from awareness itself, from consciousness itself. And it wants to unfold this desire through this vessel. So that's why it's actually, when we try to micromanage the unfolding of a desire, it can be very pressuring, because with this body, with this point of view as a dreamer, we cannot see what's going on with this whole blanket, how this whole thing wants to unfold through us. So we have to know that this, it's funny, it's red, the color of love. This whole big consciousness awareness is love itself, and it's never going against itself. It's unfolding out of love. It's like love wants to unfold through you in limitless forms and ways. And the best way to live is, so to say, going out of your own way as the dreamer, putting your ego self aside, putting all the labels, all the stories, all the preconceived notions aside. Anyway, they are all playing a part in this whole isness, but they don't tell the story. They are not the unfolding. So when we are able to recognize what we really are, is this big unfolding, this life itself, we can let all these labels, all these conditions be as they are, and see through the illusion that they are all just appearances in us as awareness, and that this life that we are is always changing, always appearing differently, but always for us. And how I see now, everything is one. I see the oneness in everything, even in everyday life. When I sometimes have arguments, it's normal, because everything appears different, and you can lose yourself in the dream you are dreaming, and sometimes forget that you are just playing a character, and you take it too serious. But once you are awake enough, you were always awake, but once you are aware enough what's really going on, then you are able to catch yourself, and you are able to see that there is only love. And the paradox is that because that's the only truth, when you have like quote unquote moved yourself in unfavorable circumstances, seeing that the fundamental basis is love leads to that everything harmonizes itself to that recognition, every area of your life, because this whole unfolding is just love in various ways. And if you let it flow in that knowing, life appears much more easier than before. So yeah, I have my double life, I have my things that I'm doing as the dreamer of my dream. And as I said, when I say the dreamer of my dream, I mean awareness, observing, noticing, enjoying the dream. So I have a certain distance to all of it, and at the same time I can be fully immersed in that dream, knowing that I'm not dead. And I had a client, she is married to someone which is coming from the other side of the world, so to say, and he is applying for his visa now for almost a year, and they want to live in Europe together. And there were always, so to say, obstacles in the way that the visa could work, that finally he could come to Europe. But there were always things happening. And lately we had a talk. Of course, she intensely wants him to be with her. But the interesting thing is, the end of the conversation brought out that she had a condition for that all working out. And the condition was that she thought she had to find a flat for them to live on their own without a roommate, because there where she lives, the prices for renting a flat are very high, and so she has a roommate, and she thought maybe not the best for a married couple to live with someone else, so actually it would be better to have a flat when he comes here. And strangely, the circumstances seem to always not working out with the visa. So as I heard that she had this condition, I said to her, you know what, that's it. Because you're not saying yes to that moment. The only moment there is. You actually placing the fulfillment in an illusory future, which does not exist when we only have the now. And she said, now that you say this, and he even said it's okay for him, it's no problem. I just want to be with you. But it couldn't land because she had this condition. And so once we cleared it up, that everything is perfect right now as it is, the very next day he told her that the visa process is now going on faster than before. He could submit his papers and so on. After months of waiting, there was a fire in some houses related to the visa stuff. And if you don't know about how this all gets created, so to say, that what you see, what you experience is you think you have to work harder to get the visa process done. You have to talk to the people that are working there and to make pressure that they do their work and so on. Or convince your husband to get more busy with all that stuff to get it done. It's crazy. It's always seen from the one who is aware of these circumstances and in which state of being this person is, and then to see the relation between that person and the circumstances and to become aware of what is hindering or what is reflected out from that state, and it fits completely perfect. So what I want to say with that is, when you have certain circumstances, you always see that fits perfectly to who you are being. And that's why the solution is not in the circumstances. You are the solution. You are the solution by yourself. And that's how you can go through your life living as I am living, as awareness, knowing that you are the circumstances, you are the situation, you are all the other people. Nothing is outside of you. You are the one and only power. You are life itself. Isn't it beautiful? I'm sure you will get a lot out of that. For now, if you wish to have someone to see through the situation you have created, so to say, with your awareness, then you can reach out to me. I have different kinds of offers. You can book your free call with me, or you can book right away your coaching. I also offer voice coaching. Or if you just have one question, I can answer also in a voice, and that's the fastest way to, if you need a quick solution, the fastest way to solve something that is really burning. So yeah, looking forward to you and meet you in the next video. Bye.